We're going over the different ways to write a linear equation. Now, there are going to be three main methods. Number one, when you're given a slope and y-intercept. Number two, when you have 2 points. And number three, when you're given a point and a slope. Now, let's get started with method one. When we're given a slope and y-intercept, we can write it in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point where the graph of a function will intersect the y-axis, which means the x-coordinate will always be 0. Now, let's start with our practice problems. We're looking for the equation of a line with slope of 1/2 and y-intercept of -3. So m is our slope, so you know m is going to be 1/2, and y-intercept of -3 means our intercept is going to be 0, -3, which means that b equals -3. So writing that down, we get y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Now, let's do the problem on the right. Write the equation of a line with slope of -2 and passing through 0, 6. So we know the slope is -2, so m equals -2. This is passing through 0, 6. So because our x-coordinate is a 0 here, we know this is the y-intercept, so b equals 6. So our equation is y equals -2 x plus 6. I want to mention that sometimes the y-intercept can be shown in a different way. For example, for this one, it says y-intercept of -3, and because we know the y-intercept means that the x is going to be 0, we know the point is 0, -3. For this one, it explicitly tells you the point 0, 6, and we know that this is the y-intercept because x is 0 here. So both ways we're given the slope and y-intercept. For our method 2, we will be given 2 points, and we're also looking for that linear equation. So for this one, it requires a little bit more steps because when we're given 2 points, we need to find both the slope and the y-intercept. Now, the slope formula is here. It's going to be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which means the slope formula is the difference of the y's divided by the difference of the x's. Now, let's get started. The equation we're looking for still looks like y equals mx plus b, where m is slope and b is y-intercept. Now, let's start with this practice problem. We're looking for an equation that goes through 1, 5 and 3, 9. Our first step is going to find the slope, which is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is, let's make this one our first point and this one our second point. So y2 is 9, y1 is 5, x2 is 3, and x1 is 1. So we get 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Now, let's look for our y-intercept. We know our equations can look something like y equals 2x plus b, and we know that both of these points need to go through this line. We can plug in any point. Let's just plug in the first. Get 5 equals 2 times x, which in this case is 1, plus b. So we know that 5 equals 2 plus b, b equals 3. So we know the equation is y equals 2x plus 3. Now, let's do the question on the right. We're looking for the equation that goes through -5, -4, and 15, 24. So, same as last time, we start by finding our slope. M equals 2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We'll make this our first point. And we'll make this our second point. It's going to be 24 minus -4 divided by 15 minus -5. We get 24 plus 4, which is 28, divided by 15 plus 5, which is 20, which if we simplify that, which dividing top and bottom both by 4, we get 7/5. So our slope is 7/5. Now, we know our equation looks something like y equals 7/5 x plus b. So we can plug in any of these 2 points. Why don't we plug in this point on the right? So we have y equals 24, and we have x equal 15 plus b. We have 24 equals, this can be crossed out, so it's going to be 21 plus b, and b is 3. So this one we have y equals 7/5 x plus 3 as our equation. Now, for our third method, we have a point and a slope. In this scenario, we can write it in point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In this case, x1, y1 is the point that we are given. So now, let's write it in point-slope. So we know the slope of 3 means that m equals 3, and we know that it passes through a point 10, 8, which means this is x1, and this is y1. So let's write this down. We have y minus y1, which is 8, equals m, which is 3, times x minus 10. So this is the point-slope version of our equation. Sometimes when you're looking for an answer, you might not see it in point-slope. You might see it in slope-intercept form, which is the form that we've been writing before. So let's convert this to slope-intercept so you can see that there's multiple ways that an equation could be written. Now, we have, why don't we multiply this out? We'll get y minus 8 equals 3x minus 30. So if we add 8 to both sides, we get y equals 3x minus 22. So our equation could be written as y equals 3x minus 22. Now, let's do the problem on the right. We have an equation that passes through -1, 4, which is x1, y1, and a slope of -7. So m equals -7. So same thing as last time, we have y minus 4 equals -7 times x minus -1. Sometimes when I write these points and we're plugging it in, I like to add parentheses so we don't mess up the negative signs, because x minus -1 becomes x plus 1. So let's simplify this as well. Again, y minus 4 equals -7 times, simplifying the inside, we get x plus 1. So now, let's simplify this as well. We get y minus 4 equals -7x minus 7. We'll add 4 to both sides. And we'll get y equals -7x minus 3. Our answer is y equals -7x minus 3. We've arrived at our final challenge question. We're looking for the equation of a line that passes through the point -2, 6 and is parallel to the line y equals 8x plus 10. Pause the video and comment the answer before we go over it. Now, let's get started. So, we have the point -2, 6, and we can write this as x1, y1. And we know that it's parallel to the line y equals 8x plus 10. What does this tell us? It tells us that the slope of this line is going to be 8, because parallel lines have the exact same slope. Now that we know the slope and we have a point, we can write it in point slope. And point slope is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, let's plug in our values. We have y minus 6 equals m, which is 8, times x minus a -2. Simplifying this, we get y minus 6 equals 8 times x plus 2. We get y minus 6 equals 8x plus 16. And y equals 8x plus 22 becomes our final answer. Thank you so much for watching.